If you've been denied Social Security disability, workers' compensation, or been seriously injured in an automobile accident, I urge you to call 1-800-LAWYERS today. You can trust the attorneys at Zamler, Mellon, and Shipman. Give them a call. 100-LAWYERS. The call is free. The advice is free.
Live, this is a winter weather alert from Channel 7 Action News.
Doppler 7 Viper shows a new blast of winter arriving in Michigan tonight. Snow is already falling, and it may not stop anytime soon. Good evening, everyone. I'm Diana Lewis.
And I'm Stephen Clark. Thank you for joining us tonight. There could be several inches on the ground by the time it's all over. We have live storm team coverage, beginning with the latest from Chief Meteorologist Jerry Hodak. Jerry?
Now, this one is not a big, powerful storm, but it is going to be with us for quite some time, the better part of the next 24 hours. We're seeing light snow falling here in Metro Detroit right now, little in the way of any accumulation. The temperatures have been up around the freezing mark, so most of what has fallen has melted right away. But we will see some accumulation on grassy surfaces, certainly over the next several hours. Look at the broad swath of snow that stretches all the way from Iowa across southern Wisconsin and on into northern Illinois. They've had as much as 2 to 3 inches in the Chicago area. Snow advisory is now in effect until 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, as the snow will be with us for most of the daytime tomorrow. Of course, the big concern will be tomorrow morning's commute. And we expect that the road crews will be out tonight and early tomorrow morning. What we're calling for on the morning drive is for some snow to be on the ground. We're talking about maybe an inch or two to get us underway during the daytime on Tuesday. And that inch or two of snow will multiply as we go through the day. We expect that it'll fall fairly steadily throughout the afternoon, and we expect 2 to 3 inches by the additional snowfall by the time it's all said and done early tomorrow evening. I think the most critical time will be tomorrow morning's rush hour, and that's when the snow will be at its steadiest. I'll be back with more coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Jerry, we'll see you shortly. In the meantime, let's flip on over to Action News reporter Peggy Agar, standing by live in Canton Township with a look at the conditions there tonight. Peggy?
Well, Stephen, you can tell, Jerry, that we are off to a good start here in Canton Township. The snow's been coming down for about 2 hours now. Let's take a look, because we are getting some accumulation here on the sidewalks. You can see we have probably a good 1/4 to 1/2 inch at least. Very light, though, fluffy snow. And so we're only seeing the accumulations on the sidewalks and on the grass. Let's walk over here. You can see on the actual pavement itself, and this is the parking lot here at the rest area near Cherry Hill. No accumulation on the actual pavement, and that brings us to 275, where you can see traffic is moving along at a pretty good clip, and traffic has been moving all this time. No accumulation on 275. We also drove 94. No accumulation on 94 as well, but very wet roads. Drivers seem to be handling the wet pavement just fine, and they're driving along good at this hour. Reporting live in Canton Township, Peggy Agar, Channel 7 Action News.
All right, thank you, Peggy. And because of the winter storm, 7 is on your side with a special edition of Action News this morning, starting at 4:30 a.m. We'll have the latest traffic and weather conditions, as well as any school closings.
The clock is ticking on a midnight deadline at American Axle, where thousands of workers are threatening to strike without a new contract. The key issue, money. Workers can earn over $65 an hour in wages and benefits. The company, though, is out to slash that by more than half to $20 to $30 an hour. Action News reporter Michael Rosenfield is live tonight at the American Axle plant in Hamtramck. Michael?
Stephen, both sides have been negotiating since mid-December, and if there's no last-minute deal tonight, workers say they're ready to strike in less than an hour. Workers on break tonight say all the buzz inside American Axle's Detroit plants is the looming strike.
No one wants a strike, but when a company is as profitable as our company is, and you don't want to look out for your workers, then we're doing what we have to do.
A company spokesperson tells Action News tonight the current situation is, quote, untenable, saying the wage and benefit package of close to $70 an hour needs to be dropped all the way down to $20 or $30 an hour. The company says that would put it in line with other U.S. suppliers.
I hope that we come to an agreement. I just feel like we shouldn't strike, but the way that the economy is going right now, we all are fighting for our wages and our family and our benefits.
The UAW represents about 3,600 American Axle employees in the United States, and the contract expires at midnight. Workers blame CEO Richard Dowk for the impasse and say while the company is stockpiling products, workers have been saving their money.
Just like he prepared for, a lot of us prepared for. You know, he want to go for a fight, and a lot of us are willing to get that fight. You know, we work just as hard as he worked, so we made extra money. Just like he stockpiled, we all stockpile. So he want to go the distance, we'll go the distance.
So we'll see you at midnight.
The last shift just went in at 10:30 tonight, and workers tell me if a strike is called, they'll be walking out at 11:59, going over to the Union Hall and picking up picket signs. Live in Hamtramck, Michael Rosenfield, Channel 7 Action News.
All right, thank you, Michael. Dozens of people concerned about their futures packed the city council meeting in Romulus tonight. The big draw is a debate over the proposed expansion of Metro Airport that would force thousands to move. Many homeowners want to stay put and fight, but others say they're open to the idea of selling to make way for the project.
Detroit Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick is apparently violating the city's own policy tonight by fighting the release of his scandalous text messages. Our partners at the Detroit News report the mayor signed off on a rule to make electronic communications fair game for public release under the Freedom of Information Act. But now, in his appeal to the state Supreme Court, he's fighting to keep his own communications private. Read more about it in tomorrow's Detroit News. Right now, let's take a look at some of the other stories developing across the Detroit area tonight.
In Detroit tomorrow, a judge will decide if negligent homicide charges will stand against Tommy Jett. She's the D-Dot bus driver accused of hitting 2 women with her bus last month, killing one of them.
And over to Royal Oak today, I-75 near 696 was shut down today because of a robbery and a carjacking. That's the bomb squad down there. They were called in when the suspect threw what looked to be a pipe bomb out of the car. They finally made the all clear. In the meantime, police made the arrest on the lodge when this man's car became disabled because of a tire problem.
In Rochester Hills, the Oakland County Sheriff's Department is investigating a dangerous vandalism spree. 4 banks and a restaurant were sprayed with bullets last week. No one was hurt. So far, damages have totaled almost $50,000.
And for the stories developing all across the Detroit area, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, log on to our website, WXYZ.com.
She was dead, but came back to life. Was it a miracle or medical wonder? You'll hear why this local woman believes she's back. Carolyn's Health Edge, coming up on 7 Action News.
But first, controversy over a commercial. Why a judge is ordering Jeffrey Feiger to pull one of his ads off the airwaves.
Plus, a new discovery the doctors say could lead to a cure for baldness.
And we're tracking the winter storm rolling into our area. Jerry's full forecast is straight ahead. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I think it's crazy.
Tuesday at 6, the local city cashing in on traffic tickets. All these people shelling out big bucks. Then at 11, the traffic cop who gave 2,400 tickets in 1 year.
I think he was unfair.
Tuesday on Action News at 6 at 11. Start your day with more news, the most accurate weather and traffic, and the latest school closings. Don't miss Detroit's best morning news with Eric Smith, Alicia Smith, Dave Rexroth, and Aaron Nicole. Watch tomorrow on 7 Action News this morning on your side.
As one of the leading joint replacement centers in America, Beaumont is testing the next generation of longer-lasting hips. Choosing a hospital could be the most important decision you'll ever make.
Taking on risk is the name of the game. But when it comes to driving in conditions like this, the lowest risk offers the greatest reward. Invest in yourself with the available advanced all-wheel drive system from Cadillac. Lower your risk, raise your reward.
Visit your local Cadillac dealer for this attractive offer. Residency restrictions apply.
The exciting thing going on at Blinds To Go is that we now deliver blinds in 48 hours. For custom-made blinds, 48 hours is unheard of. We have 20,000 different colors and styles. Because we manufacture everything that we make, we can offer the best prices. We have a lifetime warranty on our products, strings, mechanisms, moving parts. Our goal is definitely to help customers and make customers happy. If they're happy, we're happy. I don't know why anybody would shop anywhere else for blinds.
At Blinds To Go, people make all the difference. 10 locations in the metro area. Call 800-BLIND-7.
I want a TIM card.
The boat.
The coffee. A car. TIM card.
GPS.
Donut coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Come in to Tim Hortons and play Roll Up the Rim to win. Prizes include new cars, Bayliner boats, Garmin navigation devices, Tim cards, and over 31 million food prizes.
They
say if you don't like the weather? Just wait 5 minutes. Might as well do it in style. The ever-dependable, fuel-efficient, all-new Accord from Honda.
Lease a Honda Accord for $219 a month for well-qualified customers. 24 hours is too long to wait to see if chest pain is a heart problem. Beaumont-proved advanced CT screening gives us answers 90% faster. Choosing a hospital could be the most important decision you'll ever make.
The murder trial of a man accused of pushing his wife off a cliff is set to begin Wednesday. Prosecutors claim 45-year-old Tom Richardson killed his wife, Juanita, at the Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore in the Upper Peninsula to collect the insurance money. They also claim he was pursuing another woman at the time. Richardson insists Juanita slipped and fell off the cliff.
Attorney Jeffrey Feiger may have to pull the plug on one of his TV commercials. A federal judge says the ad is a blatant attempt to taint the jury pool for Feiger's trial in April. He's accused of making illegal campaign donations in 2004. The judge says the ad attempts to draw comparisons between the Bush administration and the Nazis during World War II. Feiger's lawyer claims any order to remove the ad would violate his client's rights. And more to come on Action News.
Coming up next, she was dead. Then she came back to life. Why this local woman believes she's back in a special Health Edge report.
And winter weather could make for a messy morning drive. Jerry's tracking the snow. He has the latest next. Action News at 11. We'll be right back.
Closed captioning is sponsored by wallside.com. Shop at home and schedule a free in-home estimate. Visit wallside.com today.
Try Arby's Market Fresh Reuben on marble rye bread or the rye wrap with corned beef, melted Swiss, Thousand Island dressing, and sauerkraut. They're so good, they'll have you saying, I'm thinking Arby's.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
The Buick, Pontiac, and GMC President's Day sale is here, with great deals on many 08 Buick, Pontiac, and GMC models. Hurry, before these commanding offers are history. Qualified GM employee program participants get a low-mileage lease on an 08 Sierra 1500 extended cab for around $209 a month. Call for residency restrictions and details. See your local Detroit Buick, Pontiac, GMC dealer.
Your season at the lake starts here. The Cottage and Lakefront Living Show, February 28th through March 2nd at the Rock Financial Showplace. Everything to buy, build, improve, or simply enjoy your waterfront home or cottage. Experience all the amenities and improvements to make your lakeside getaway that much more enjoyable. Don't miss the Cottage and Lakefront Living Show, February 28th through March 2nd at the Rock Financial Showplace. Special free crossover admission to Outdoorama. Discount coupons available at participating Wendy's restaurants.
Single again, with gray hair. How am I going to start over?
Just for Men targets only the gray in 5 easy minutes.
Dating again is easier than I thought.
Show them what you've got. Stay in the game with Just for Men.
Hey, Jack. I thought you were getting a Toyota Corolla. Well, I was. Then I found out this Mazda 3's got more interior room, more standard horsepower, and been getting some great reviews. I don't see why anyone would get a Corolla.
Right now, lease a 2008 Mazda 3i 4-door Touring for $144 a month for 24 months with $2144 due at S-Plan lease signing. Discover a better way, the Zoom Zoom way, at your Mazda dealer now.
Try 2 Arby's fish sandwiches for $5. Crispy, flaky fish topped with our creamy classic tartar sauce, or introducing our new spicy Cajun tartar sauce. And 2 for just $5. They'll have you saying, I'm thinking Arby's.
A Detroit woman's heart stopped for nearly 40 minutes, and doctors essentially said she was dead.
But as Carolyn Clifford reports tonight, new medical advances are giving people a second shot at life.
Whether there's life after death has long been a religious and spiritual debate, but recent developments in medical science have added a new dimension to the discussion, because in the 21st century, death is sometimes a temporary state of being. Labor Day 2006. It was a typical summer holiday for Doris Buggs. Fun, friends, and barbecue. Then she started feeling discomfort in her chest.
And most of my barbecue would give me heartburn, so I'm thinking that's what it was.
We didn't know.
She went home to rest, but the very next day, things were worse. She was drifting in and out of consciousness.
I picked her up, put her on my shoulders, took her out to the car, rushed out
rushed to the hospital.
Doris's friend, Otto, drove as fast as he could to Detroit Receiving Hospital. As he pulled up,
She was out. And when I was taking her out of the car, she, suddenly started coming back. Then she went back out.
Doris was quickly taken from the emergency department to the heart cath lab.
She passed out and then wake back up.
By the time doctors in the neurotrauma unit saw her,
She was dead. Her heart wasn't beating.
Doris was dead for almost 40 minutes. The doctors didn't give up. They rushed to hook her up to the Arctic Sun. It's a machine that allows cold water to bring a patient's temperature down to
Somewhere between 92 and 95 degrees.
This slows down the metabolism and the destruction of the important brain cells, buying doctors time to restore life, even though the heart is stopped.
The first thing is to give her back her blood flow, and that's getting her heart working again. And then the second issue is to do something to protect and allow to heal the brain cells that have been starved for this time period.
And it worked. Doris was dead, but
Not permanently and irrevocably dead.
that's the medical explanation, but another theory.
A miracle.
Today, Doris is the picture of health, and when it comes to that 40 minutes she spent on the other side,
I don't remember nothing. Nothing.
no looking down on her body, no tunnel with a white light.
That's what everybody was asking. And my doctor was like, oh, I said no.
Doris is religious, and she believes God did not want her yet.
If he was ready for me to go, he would have took me. But, he got work for me to do here, so he left me here for a reason.
And I'm sure her family would agree there's more work for her to do here on Earth. Dr. Copland says the medical community is just scratching the surface when it comes to bringing people back from the brink of death, especially when it comes to cooling the body at the right temperature and the length of time to prevent critical brain injury. There's so much more to learn. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Carolyn. A new discovery may lead to a new drug to fight baldness. Researchers in London have found a gene linked to hair loss. It's responsible for a rare hereditary form of hair loss in which people begin going bald as children. The lead researcher says based on the findings, there's a very good chance of developing a therapy to treat hair loss.
And here's what's coming up tomorrow night on Action News at 11.
Tuesday after prime time. Watch out for the traffic cop who gave out 2,400 tickets in 1 year.
I think he was unfair.
Investigator Heather Catello shows you where he hides and what he says you're not doing. Tuesday on 7 Action News at 11.
Gotta see that one.
And Michigan's winter weather has taken a toll on the salt supply. Bulk salt, which usually costs $49 a ton, has now reached $129. The salt suppliers say that price is going up because they have to go farther to get it. Oakland County says they definitely have enough salt to get through this week's snowy weather.
Yeah, take a look at a live picture. You'll see they're going to definitely need it. This is Warren right here. We're looking at I-696 west of Shaner, and the snow is coming down. Had a little rain in parts of town earlier tonight. The temperature is dropping now, so that means what's underneath this little light powder of snow could turn out to be very slick. So obviously, take your time, drive carefully, and tomorrow morning you're going to definitely need to do so.
Big snowflakes, too. And Jerry joins us now with our Doppler 7 Extreme HD forecast. Jerry?
Big snowflakes. The good news is that the temperature's right about the freezing mark and is holding there, so much of what is falling is melting right away. And we had a little bit of sunshine this morning, so it's warmed up the pavement. But eventually, the colder weather and the snow will catch up with us, and there will be some accumulation. More on grassy surfaces, though, than I think on the pavement. Most of southeastern lower Michigan now covered by light snow, as you can see here on Viper. And this is a broad area of snow that stretches all the way back out to Iowa and the western part of Illinois. It's been moving eastward. The storm system itself has been west of St. Louis. Now you see it diving a little bit to the south and east, and then it's headed toward the Ohio River Valley. What that means is it's going to pull this snow pattern down further to the south, and we'll be right on the northern edge of it, so we're going to get the lighter amounts of snow. Even so, we will get several inches before it's all said and done. Temperatures across the areas I mentioned right about the freezing mark right now. Out in Taylor at West Middle School there, the temperature is 30 degrees on our weather bug instrument. Barometer is falling. The humidity is at 99%. Not much of a wind at this hour. Other temperatures are right at freezing. We've got Mount Clemens at 32 degrees. Same story up at Port Huron and Monroe. 31 at Ann Arbor and 30 degrees at Detroit City Airport. It's not going to get much colder tonight. 29, 30 degrees. That should be just about it for overnight low temperatures. Snow is likely to be falling for the morning commute. Yes, the roads will be at the very least wet, as they are now, and in some places slippery, as the temperature is going to hold right around that 30-degree mark, just a little bit below freezing. In fact, we just thawed out briefly today, making it up to 33 just before 4 o'clock this afternoon. 23 has been our low temperature, and so far we picked up 1/10 of an inch of snow. Now, the system will scoot off to the east coast tomorrow, and again, the back edge of it will still be affecting us as we go through the afternoon. So the snow will taper off as we go through the late stages of the afternoon, but it will continue to fall, although not too terribly heavily. So we expect that by the time it does come to an end tomorrow evening, that we'll have anywhere from 3 to 5 inches of snow on the ground here in the Detroit area. Lighter amounts up to the north, maybe 2 or 3 inches across Lapeer. And down over northern Ohio, they're looking at 6 to 9 inches of snow from Toledo southward. All right, here's the forecast then for Metro Detroit. Apparently, obviously, we're just going to get light snow overnight tonight. We're talking about up to 2 inches by dawn. 31 degrees will be the overnight low as we get a northerly wind at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Winds pick up tomorrow, 10 to 20 miles an hour, but we could have some gusts as high as 30, so there'll be some blowing and drifting as the snow continues. But again, we're right at the freezing mark. We'll pick up an additional 2 to 3 inches of snow. A few flurries on Wednesday with a high of 23. Thursday looks like a partly sunny day with a high of 26 degrees. And then on Friday, another chance for some snow, although maybe mixed with a little rain as the high gets up to 35. 34 on Saturday with sunshine. Rain, snow on Sunday with a high of 43. A little bit colder on Monday with some wet weather and a high of 39. Now, if you want to keep up on the very latest weather developments, of course, all you got to do is click on our website, WXYZ.com, where we always have our 7-day forecast posted for you. I'll tell you, spring may be getting closer, but not so as you know it.
Can't prove it looking outside.
That's right.
Thank you.
We do have more to come here on Action News.
And up next, why this photo of Barack Obama is stirring up controversy in the race for the White House. Action News at 11. We'll be right back.
I think it's crazy.
Tuesday at 6, the local city cashing in on traffic tickets. All these people shelling out big bucks. Then at 11, the traffic cop who gave 2,400 tickets in 1 year.
I think he was unfair.
Tuesday on Action News at 6 at 11.
Just announced a February President's Celebration event only at your Metro Detroit Ford dealers. For a limited time, current AZ Plan customers can lease a fully equipped Ford Focus for only $149 a month. The 2008 Focus has been restyled, gets up to 35 miles per gallon, has 6 airbags, and has the exclusive Sync voice-activated communication system. All of this for only $149 a month.
And therefore born to be rivals.
Natalie Portman.
I could give you the son you desire.
Scarlett Johansson.
I didn't betray you, you do know that.
And Eric Bana.
Tonight.
The Other Boleyn Girl. Rated PG-13.
You say yes, I say no. You say stop, I say go. You say goodbye, and I say hello, hello, hello. You don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello, hello, hello. You don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello, hello.
$59.99. It's a number you should pay attention to, especially if you're a satellite customer. Because thanks to Comcast, $59.99 is now a great value. For less than what the average satellite customer pays for video alone, you can choose any two. Cable, home phone service, high-speed internet. Just $59.99 per month for 12 months. That's right, just $59.99. Any way you look at it, it's one great value. Call 1-888-COMCAST now and get the great value that is $59.99.
It's so important to make someone happy. Make just one someone happy. Make just one.
The 300 horsepower Acura MDX with super handling all-wheel drive. How you see the road depends on what you're driving.
Make just one someone happy. And you.
Acura Advance.
Take advantage of attractive lease rates on the 2008 Acura MDX for well-qualified customers.
The deadline is looming for American Axle and its workers. You're looking at live pictures of the plant. The UAW contract expires at midnight. Workers are set to walk the picket lines if the two sides don't reach a deal. If there is a strike, we will let you know as soon as it happens.
An internet photo is causing friction in the Democratic race for president tonight. The Drudge Report posted this picture. It shows Barack Obama in traditional garments during a visit to Kenya in 2006. Drudge claims it is being circulated by Hillary Clinton staffers. Obama's campaign latched onto it as a fear-mongering smear tactic, but Clinton's camp denies knowing anything about this photo.
Republican candidate John McCain tonight is taking back something he said on the campaign trail. To win the White House, the party's likely nominee suggested he'd have to convince Americans U.S. policy in Iraq is working. McCain said, if I can't, quote, then I lose. He quickly retracted, but he admitted he will be judged for his support on troop surge.
Comerica Bank and Comcast are creating a number of new jobs in our area. Sports Service, the food and beverage provider for Comerica Park, is looking to hire staff for its upcoming baseball season. That'd be a fun job working outside. They're going to hold a job fair tomorrow from 1 p.m. till 5 p.m. at the Southgate Community Center in, where else? Southgate. And Comcast wants to create 20 new jobs at its Westland facility. The company is also going to upgrade the equipment at its Roseville Training Center, where many of the company's technicians are trained. An old favorite is back with the Red Wings, kinda, tonight.
Don's up next with sports. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
All new, rock legend Rick Springfield. Is there really a Jesse's girl? Then they are television legends, icon William Shatner, and the Fonz, Henry Winkler, Mars Oprah.
Tomorrow at 4 on 7.
Your local Detroit area Honda dealers want to share decades of innovation and a lifetime of accomplishments with our Deal of a Lifetime sales event. Lease the 2008 Honda Accord for $219 per month. Or lease the 2008 Honda Civic for just $199 per month. Benefit from over 30 years of committed value to America with your very own Deal of a Lifetime. Make the smart choice. Make the right choice. DetroitHondaDealers.com.
This time is going to be different. There are weight loss products that make your head spin and your heart race, and one that doesn't. There's having every bite count, and there's blocking 1/4 of the fat you eat from turning into pounds. There's doing it alone, and there's doing it with Alli. 50% more weight loss than dieting alone. Make this time different. Get your coupon for $15 off at myalli.com. Alli.
There's the moon and the star. It seems like more and more I'm depending on our pharmacist as much as our doctor. When Abby's temperature spiked, our doctor called in the prescription, but I needed more. I needed advice, too. I can't tell you how reassuring it is to have someone I trust right in my neighborhood Kroger. And as it turns out, the prescription I needed was one of the 300 generics that are just $4. You can't beat the convenience, the counsel, or the cost. Thanks, Kroger.
Smells good. Can I grab a slice?
Knock yourself out.
Jets New York-style bold pizza for just $9.99. Life is short. Eat better pizza.
Hey, Jack. I thought you were getting a Toyota Corolla. Well, I was. Then I found out this Mazda 3's got more interior room, more standard horsepower, and been getting some great reviews. I don't see why anyone would get a Corolla.
Right now, lease a 2008 Mazda 3i 4-door Touring for $144 a month for 24 months with $2144 due at S-Plan lease signing. Discover a better way, the Zoom way, at your Mazda dealer now.
Coming up only on Nightline, before he was a phenomenon, Barack Obama was a state senator. So how did he get so far so fast? Plus, the Oscar winner who had her moment in the spotlight taken away, then got it back.
You're watching Channel 7 Action News, Detroit's #1 news station.
All right, Don's here right now, and I'm guessing this isn't a 30-point blowout.
No blowout like yesterday.
Oh,
This thing
man.
came down to the final seconds, and the Pistons end up winning this thing. Tayshaun played just a terrific all-around game. Chauncey, though, hit the biggest shot of the game right back in his hometown. That had to feel good. A 3 late in the fourth. They win 98-93. First quarter, Chauncey with the steal here. Heads the other way. Tay ends up with the layup. He had 20, Pistons up 5. Late in the quarter, Iverson, look at this pretty pass. Right there to Kenyon Martin. still. Pistons up 2 after the first. Second quarter, bad pass by Stuckey, right to J.R. Smith. Smith drives, pretty scoop and score right there. But Amir is playing more and playing well. The flying tip here, 49 all at halftime. To the third quarter, Camby. Nice alley-oop to Carmelo. 73 all after 3. Fourth quarter, Pistons up 4 late. Watch Chauncey. He steps back and hits the 3 in front of family and friends. That did it. Pistons win 98-93. Wizards and Hornets. Here's the shot of the night in the NBA to Sean Stevenson with a 3 at the buzzer. Wizards win 95-92. First day of the high school basketball tournament. This is Jeff Cole of Birmingham Groves knocking down a 3 from the corner here. He had a bunch of those. Later in the game, Groves with a fast break. Eric Pina ends up with a layup. Groves beat Walled Lake Northern 71-59. North Farmington beat Farmington Harrison 81-53. All right, Darren McCarty has signed a 1-year contract with the Wings, so he is eligible to play for them at any time, including the playoffs. The deal keeps him from going to any other team in case somebody was interested, and the Wings certainly admire the way Darren handled himself while playing in Flint and Grand Rapids. He'll stay in Grand Rapids a while longer to get in better shape, and then the Wings will decide if they call him up. The Lions are having discussions with the Denver Broncos about a trade involving Shawn Rogers. Now, Rogers can be a spectacular player when he's in shape and when he's motivated. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen nearly enough. Do you keep him and hope he changes, or do you trade him and risk him becoming a superstar? Rogers is due a $1 million roster bonus by March 1st. If a deal is not done by then, you got to figure he's going to stay with the Lions. Also today, the Lions let cornerback Fernando Bryant go. It's something he wanted them to do weeks ago because he knew his time with the Lions was over. He came here 3 years ago as a free agent, just turned out okay. He was due to make $3.35 million next season. I don't think the Lions thought he was worth that much money. NASCAR could not race yesterday because of rain up in California. No problems today, though. Tony Stewart won the Nationwide Series race. Carl Edwards took the Auto Club 500. The key move for Edwards in that race came with 13 laps to go. That's when he passed Jimmy Johnson and was able to ride it up front to the finish line, his 8th career win. And here comes the traditional backflip that he does every single time he wins. Makes it look so easy. Ignition beat Baltimore tonight. Early on, the game was tied at 2. Watch the right side here, Jamar Beasley. He bounces one in. The Ignition had the lead and never lost it. 19-8, the final score over Baltimore tonight. Great win for the Pistons as they start and continue this West Coast trip with a win in Phoenix and a win in Denver. That's good. Chauncey hitting the winning shot in front of hometown. That's great.
Sweet.
All right, thanks, Don.
Tomorrow's wake-up weather?
Well, pretty much what we have out there right now, and that's a pretty steady snowfall. There are times tonight the snow could get a little heavy, and we expect that there'll be probably an inch at the very least on the ground in the morning, perhaps as much as 2 in some spots. Obviously, the roads are going to be wet. Temperature 31 when the sun comes up at 7:14.
All right, thank you, Jerry.
Best advice, drive carefully, get up a little early. That's the latest Max News. We do thank you for joining us tonight.
And wake up with Eric Smith, Alicia Smith, Dave Rexroth, and Aaron Nicole for a special edition of Action News this morning starting at 4:30 a.m. And remember, the news is always on our website, WXYZ.com. Again, thanks so much for looking in. Have a good night, everyone.
This has been a presentation of 7 Action News, Detroit's first high-definition newscast, leading the way on the internet in breaking news and your most accurate high-definition weather. On air, online, on your side.
Once upon a time, there was a sheep who did not want high-priced cable in his home. I'm just a low introductory rate, said Comcast. But time passed, and Comcast took off its low introductory rate, and raised its prices. Whoa, dude, said the sheep. Oh, well, said Comcast. The end.
Get AT&T's low bundle prices. Plus, find out how you can qualify for up to $150 cash back.
Channel 7's Community Calendar, sponsored by your local Chevy dealers, Comcast, and Arby's. Visit the Cranbrook Science Center. The American Girl Fashion Shows. Celebrate Black History Month. Visit Outdoorama. Channel 7, on your side.
Tonight on Nightline, the making of Obama. Now he's a political rock star, but how did he get there? The inside story of what really happened on Barack Obama's journey to the top. Going nuclear, Bob Woodruff takes us on an incredible journey to witness the secrets of North Korea. As the New York Philharmonic arrives in Pyongyang, how concerned should we be about the Hermit Kingdom? Plus, cue the music. It's the toughest job at the Oscars, getting the winners off the stage. So how come she got a second chance? A mystery revealed in the creation.
A sex and tech scandal involving Detroit Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick. The directive he made years ago concerning electronic communications, what his office is saying.